For just $67, you can generate as many videos.
Okay. Okay.
Can
Okay.
Try, 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 try. Hello, hello.
Mepamcho Bebre, before we start, I would like to invite my colleague Salim Isiaka to usher us before the Lord in an opening prayer. Salim.
Let's pray. Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for a successful program that we are about to have. Pray in Jesus' name that you take over the program. And at the end of it all, glory and honor will be given unto your mighty name. In Jesus' name, amen.
Good morning once again, everyone, to the beautiful Usbed Hotel for the Bono Regional Investment Forum. My name is Victoria Koba, Head of Regional and Global Operations at the Ghana Investment Promotion Authority. And I have the privilege of moderating today's proceedings. Before we go further, permit me to recognize the dignitaries with us this morning. Nananom, Odefo Ojiaman Sanboahin Koko II, Paramount Chief Omahene of the Sunyani traditional area and members of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs, the Bono Regional Minister, Honorable Joseph Adai Akwabwa Esquire, the Deputy Chief Executive Officer of GIPA, Mr. Abdul Razak Baba, heads of MMDAs across the Bono region, business chambers, AGI, GNCCI, entrepreneurs, women and youth-led enterprises, corporate groups, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You're most welcome. This forum brings us together under the theme, Driving Local Investments, Unlocking Regional Potential, Mapping Opportunities, and Mobilizing Growth in the Bono region. Over the next few hours, we will hear from regional and national leadership, take stock of what makes Bono a compelling investment destination, and give the floor to local businesses with real investor-ready ideas. Without further delay, let's get into today's program. It is now my pleasure to invite the Bono Regional Minister, Honorable Joseph Adai Akwabwa Esquire, to deliver the welcome remarks. Thank you, sir. Oh, let's clap for the Honorable, please.
Thank you very much. or therefore or German sign boy in Coco. The Sunyan Hene and the president of the Sunyan Traditional Council, who also happens to be the chairman for this occasion. The Deputy Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, the board chairman and members of GIPC, Honorable Municipal and District Chief Executive herein present, heads of departments and agencies present, Nananom, investors and development partners present, members of the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and a profound sense of honor that I welcome you all to the Bono Regional Investment and Industrial Transformation Forum here in Sunyane. On behalf of the chiefs and people of Bono region, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to the Ghana Investment Promotion Center for choosing the Bono region as one of the strategic destinations for this important national investment initiative. We are particularly grateful that GIPC has recognized the immense economic potentials of our region and has deemed it worthy of this high-level engagement. Your decision to bring this program to our doorsteps demonstrates your confidence in our region's capacity to contribute meaningfully to the Ghana's industrialization agenda and economic transformation. This indeed presents a valuable opportunity to showcase the investment potential of Bono region, strengthening partnerships with the private sector and create linkages that will translate our resources and comparative advantage into productive industries, sustainable employment, and shared prosperity. Let me also take this opportunity to add my voice to the earlier speakers in warmly welcoming you all to this important program. I extend a special welcome to our distinguished guests who have traveled from other regions to be part of this event. To each and every one of you, we say Akwaba. You are most welcome to the Bono region. Nananom, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the theme for today's forum, which I quote, driving local investment, unlocking regional potential, mapping opportunities, and mobilizing growth in the Bono region, unquote, perfectly reflects the purpose of this gathering. It challenges us to move beyond merely acknowledging the immense potential of our region to taking deliberate steps to identify, package, and promote investment opportunities in the region. By doing so, we can attract the right investors, stimulate industrial growth, and ensure that the economic benefits of development are shared across the entire region. The Bono region occupies a strategic position within Ghana's Middle Belt and serves as a gateway connecting the northern and southern part of the country. Our favorable climate, fertile agricultural lands, peaceful environment, and hard-working people make the region an attractive destination for both local and foreign investors. Beyond these advantages, Bono region presents investors with a unique combination of strategic location, available land, abundant natural resources, a useful and productive workforce, strong traditional institutions, and a regional coordinating council committed to investment facilitation and investor support. As many of you know, Bono has long been recognized as one of the Ghana's agricultural powerhouses. However, we believe the next phase of our development lies not merely in producing raw materials, but in adding value, establishing industries, creating employment, and expanding export opportunities. Our region presents enormous investment opportunities across several sectors. In agriculture and agro-processing, investors can make advantage of abundant production of cashew, maize, cassava, yam, plantain, vegetables, mangoes, cocoa, and other food crops. Opportunity exists in food processing, fruit juice production, starch manufacturing, edible oils, animal feed production, rice milling, flour production, and large-scale warehousing. The transformation of these resources into competitive industries will not only support farmers and reduce post-harvest losses, but also create jobs and strengthen the economic base of our communities. The livestock sector equally offers significant prospect in poultry production, cattle farming, piggery, fish farming, meat processing, and dairy production to meet both domestic and export demand. The region is also rich in timber and forestry resources, creating opportunities in wood processing, furniture manufacturing, and sustainable forest-based industries. Our tourism sector presents significant untapped investment potential with unique natural and ecotourism attractions capable of driving economic growth and job creation. The Duasidan Monkey Sanctuary at Domahinkro, with its rich biodiversity and ecological importance, offers immense opportunity for ecotourism department, while the Bui National Park, renowned for its diverse wildlife and scenic landscape, provides enormous prospect for investment in hospitality, accommodation, recreational facilities, and tourism infrastructure. With strategic partnerships and private sector investment, these attractions can be transformed into world-class tourism destinations that enhance visitor experience, stimulate local enterprise, and contribute significantly to the socio-economic development of the Bono region. We invite investors to explore these opportunities and partner with the region to develop tourism facilities and services that meet international standards. In addition, opportunities exist in renewable energy, commercial real estate, healthcare, education, ICT services, logistics, transportation, and industrial parks to support our growing economy. Nana Chairman, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, on this note, I wish to use this opportunity to make a passionate appeal to all our municipal and district chief executives, coordinating directors, and planning officers to give this exercise the highest priority. I encourage every assembly to identify, document, and submit the investment opportunities that exist within their respective jurisdictions to the Ghana Investment Promotion Center. whether it is land available for industrial development, opportunities in agro-processing, tourism, renewable energy, manufacturing, commercial, agriculture, housing, mining support services, or logistics. Every district has unique competitive advantages that deserve national and international attention. It is important that these opportunities are properly packaged into investment-ready profiles that provide investors with the confidence and information required to make informed decisions. By providing accurate and comprehensive information on these opportunities, it will enable GIPC to match the right investors with the right districts. This will not only increase investment inflows into our region, but will also promote balanced development across all our municipalities and districts, ensuring that no part of Bono is left behind. The success of this upcoming investment roadshow therefore depends significantly on the quality of information we provide today. Let us all work together to ensure that when investors arrive in the Bono region, they are presented with well-packaged investment-ready opportunities that demonstrate our preparedness to do business. Nananom, distinguished invited guests, this initiative also fits perfectly into His Excellency the President John Dramani Maham's 24-hour economy agenda, which seeks to transform Ghana into a highly productive, industrialized, and competitive economy. The 24-hour economy is fundamentally about increasing production, creating sustainable employment, promoting value addition, and ensuring that businesses operate efficiently to maximize productivity. However, these objectives cannot be achieved without increased private sector investment. It is through initiatives such as this investment roadshow that we can attract the strategic investment needed to establish agro-processing factories, logistic hubs, warehouses, manufacturing industries, and export-oriented enterprises capable of operating around the clock. For the Bono region, with our abundant agricultural resources and strategic location, the opportunities are enormous. By attracting investment into value addition and industrialization, we can reduce post-harvest losses, improve market access for our farmers, create thousands of jobs for our youth and women, stimulate local economies, and significantly contribute to the successful implementation of the government 24-hour economy program. I therefore commend the Ghana Investment Promotion Center for aligning this initiative with government's broader vision of economic transformation. Your efforts are laying the foundation for stronger partnerships between government, local authorities, and the private sector to unlock regional prosperity. Let me assure you of the full support and commitment of the Bono Regional Coordinating Council as we work together with the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, investors, development partners, and all stakeholders to advance investment opportunities in the region. We remain dedicated to providing the necessary coordination, facilitation, and institutional support to ensure that the Bono region presents a credible, competitive, and investor-friendly environment capable of attracting sustainable investment for economic growth and development. And most importantly, we recognize that Attracting investment goes beyond showcasing opportunities. It requires continuous engagement, coordination, and support to ensure that investors can establish, expand, and succeed in the region. The Regional Coordinating Council remains committed to working with all stakeholders to create the enabling environment necessary for sustainable investment growth. Let me seize this opportunity to tell the Bono region's investment story, showcase our strength, and position our region as one of the Ghana's preferred investment destinations. Together, we can transform opportunities into industries, industries into jobs, and jobs into lasting prosperity for our people. I wish to once again commend the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, its board, management, and staff for these visionary initiatives. We deeply appreciate your partnership with the Bono Regional Coordinating Council and the various metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies in promoting regional investment. Let me also express my sincere appreciation to all our development partners, traditional authorities, business associations, and stakeholders whose support continues to contribute to the socioeconomic development of the Bono region. Together, let us position Bono as a preferred investment destination where opportunities are abundant, partnerships flourish, and investment deliver shared prosperity for our people. I extend a special invitation to investors, both domestic and international, to consider Bono region as their investment destination of choice. We offer a peaceful environment, abundant resources, strategic location, and a committed regional administration ready to support responsible and sustainable investment. Nana Chairman, it is my singular honor and privilege once again to officially welcome you all to the Bono Regional Investment and Industrial Transformation Forum and to wish you fruitful deliberations and a successful program. Thank you, and may God bless the Bono region. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Joseph Adai Akwabwa, for that warm welcome and for the region's continued partnership with the Ghana Investment Promotion Authority. We now invite you to watch a short video from our sponsor, MTN.
Distinguished colleague CEOs, company reps, distinguished guests, I am honored to reaffirm MTN's deep commitment as a development partner supporting the GIPC Regional Investment Roadshows. As Ghana's leading digital and telecoms operator, MTN is proud to stand with the GIPC as they unlock regional and district level investment opportunities across the country. Initiatives like this drive inclusive growth, and we are proud to help amplify that national vision. MTN offers more than connectivity. We bring a platform for innovation, digital transformation, and very importantly, entrepreneurship. Together with the GIPC, we aim to attract investment into technology and innovation hubs, expand digital infrastructure, strengthen e-commerce, and create meaningful opportunities for Ghana's youth across agriculture, healthcare, education, and other key sectors, MTN is committed to supporting businesses, to communities and investors with tools, partnerships and digital capabilities needed to thrive. As we join you on this regional tour, we also look forward to engaging our customers, sharing our solutions and deepening the exceptional experiences we strive to deliver to individuals and businesses alike. On behalf of MTN Ghana, I extend our sincere appreciation to the CEO of GIPC, a good friend of mine, and the entire team for their dedication to Ghana's economic transformation. We value this partnership deeply, and together we can help build a stronger, more competitive, and more prosperous Ghana. Thank you very much.
We now come to a very special moment in our program. I invite the Sunyai Mahene, Nana Odeifo Ojiamansan Boahen Koko II, to deliver the keynote address.
Yadamase.
Yadamase. Samre Sunyama Yinewura, Oja Mansan, Wan Kokaba Bio, Madaurma, Batunanum to you. Or Casao.
You're a regional minister, a lawyer, and they are Kwabua. MC Osunyane. MC Osunyane West and East. A deputy CEO. Emma GIPC. Mahuna nana entra hino so waha. Adofo a yeto nsa efremo. Eye boche imagine IPC media for yedi kan media kwaba strong kon Emma nipa atwa hye ha nyina na mekase mo kwa ba basunwane na me se mo basunwane so mahum ani so ade obi wo ha ba bi oni ma ye nkran ana kuma se enti e ka Ghana Hong Kong no moka na mama tu kwan aba enema basunwane no said you who soon and I know who belong to you. Tina make catch them say, oh, Babonoa. And found 2 teams says a buka fracture, oh, coach, baby. Oh, Bakura, young Henry, you do a crowd back. You say, you only probably draw more by almost so more coach repair. Then so we do Sunyan, no more call Sunyan in Kuraka in our home. No more broom crew in our stuff. You almost saw Macayamo Massas no Montana. And that's strong call. And Mabno. And that's strong call. Emma Sunyan. If you say, Emerald, you say, as I say, you pronica say investments, no. In any panel, so by so yasne. And I'm Bebois. Now you see a Maranti and Yamogno in Yagumaye. A reminiscer Casabibri. What church the Noma Yawo? What church the Adia? Uba Broma, my bit me, aye, near the amount. Now make out for us to say. Nanamunina. If you see a copy, Bromba and Babia, are you ready? Say, ye train investor beer or baby beer. Yeah, you're a region, Miss Boss, soon. You're 1 year day train. It also be you. You might be say, ye pay titreni. Na ehwehwe mi ehu bia na yese sunyan man hene oja man san na metenema me kan kire mo se masom se metena ahwe kire ma yinyina se broni kan chairman of the occasion na magia tuma wi no mi simfo e ba kope Regional Minister Casa or Castle Nina Nawaka 24-hour market in our Kaguma. And there be idea about commission the count is a discipline. Say a research agenda and saying, say 24-hour market is saying, as a Ghanaian youth, as a people, say a discipline. When it's a message agenda na a change yaguna BBN who beat me abaso. And Mera do say, they say, yes, a son yaguni as a nipa. And Mera do say, ye concrete discipline. You can discipline, and yes, I could share by being a penny soon no man or discipline. And the program you can send 9. You're born 9 and more. Is that the program record 10? First discipline. In your investment, we are seeing now. You say best at 9 o'clock. You best at 8 o'clock. Now I'll be about 10 o'clock. Would you say the fun of the sick beshe no any bajana? And a pan a yard ye kind. If you could Tragana who I see on my yin, I did about queen your pioneer discipline. You can't say no more piano watching. Your pawn on 9 on 9. Will you become one near you but I'm account? Now, don't feel more penny the year, you man. When you buy on Sunday, don't feel me repent and Nipana Yafan, you know, the year, you man. Or no, I late. We will call lunch. If you lunch a baswa, I say about a Bibi, Babity news cacra. I shall no man, and some of you may both for 30 and 1 fan back. Invest an aboka. As much as I say, pay investors, your mother bon my moon. Ye pay investors, your mother sunay. The discipline aspect also say, yes, and no see a in some message, I said, you to make come with the BC. As I'm the Nudura, the Ohonomaka. Emamuna Quaba, Eba Sunay. Emamuna Quaba, Eba Bron. Yaminster Sunay. Winster Bron mine. Winster Ghana mine. Madame was it.
Tony Casa.
Nana Yadasi Bebre, thank you for gracing this forum and for your keynotes. Sunyai and the wider Bono region are fortunate to have your leadership behind this investment drive. Thank you. Let's now take a few minutes to view a short video on the investment opportunities right here in the Bono region.
With a population of over 1.2 million, the Bono region, created in 2018 from the former Brong-Ahafo region, is recognized as one of Ghana's cleanest, safest, and most peaceful regions, covering approximately 11,113 square kilometers. The region's capital, Sunyani, is the traditional seat of Odaifo Ojiamansan Boahen Koko II, paramount chief of the Sunyani traditional area. Strategically located in the middle belt of Ghana, its central location provides excellent access to domestic and international markets, making it an ideal destination for trade and investment, also within the AFCFTA corridors. The regional economy is predominantly agrarian, supported by the large-scale cultivation of cashew, cocoa, maize, rice, cassava, plantain, mangoes, vegetables, and timber, alongside thriving livestock production. Increasingly, Bono is transitioning from primary agricultural production to value-added manufacturing, creating significant opportunities for private sector investment. The Bono region is one of Ghana's leading cashew producing areas, with annual production exceeding 112,000 metric tons. However, much of the crop is exported in its raw form, presenting substantial opportunities for local value addition. Investment opportunities include cashew processing and packaging, cashew butter production, granola and healthy snack manufacturing, biofuel and biomass production from cashew shells, export logistics and aggregation centers, supply of farm inputs, machinery, irrigation equipment, and agrochemicals. Commercial soursop cultivation is rapidly expanding in the region. A 45-acre plantation operated by CD Fresh currently exports fresh soursop to Europe, the United Kingdom, the United States, and leading hotels in Ghana. Potential investment areas include soursop juice and concentrate production, fruit preservation and packaging, cold chain logistics and refrigerated transportation, supply of improved seedlings, irrigation systems, and farm imports. The region's high agricultural productivity supports investment in rice milling complexes, cassava starch and flour manufacturing, tomato paste processing, vegetable processing and packaging, mango and fruit processing, animal feed production. Government investment in roads, industrial infrastructure, and agriculture continue to improve the region's competitiveness, making Bono an attractive destination for manufacturing and export-oriented industries. The Bono region is home to the 404 megawatt Bui hydroelectric power station, Ghana's second largest hydroelectric facility. The Bui Power Authority has also expanded into renewable energy through hydro-solar hybrid systems, including a floating solar power plant providing reliable electricity to support industrial growth and manufacturing. The region possesses favorable geological formations suitable for stone quarrying, aggregate production, concrete products, manufacturing of building materials. These resources position Bono to support Ghana's expanding housing and infrastructure sectors. Sunyani has become one of Ghana's fastest growing educational centers, hosting institutions including the University of Energy and Natural Resources, UNER, Sunyani Technical University, Catholic University of Ghana. These institutions provide industries with a reliable and competent workforce. The Bono region boasts exceptional tourism assets that remain largely underdeveloped, offering enormous opportunities for private investment. Located along the Black Volta, Bui National Park is home to more than 100 hippopotamuses, numerous monkey species, hundreds of bird species, butterflies, and rich biodiversity. Its scenic landscapes, conical mountains, caves, and islands present opportunities for eco-lodges, adventure tourism, hiking trails, boat cruises, island camping, wildlife viewing, and nature interpretation centers. Located in Domahinkro, the Driasidan Monkey Sanctuary hosts over 400 Mona monkeys within a serene forest environment. Investment in accommodation, visitor centers, recreational facilities, and hospitality services could transform the sanctuary into one of Ghana's premier wildlife destinations. Situated near Wenchi, the iconic Inchira waterfalls present outstanding opportunities for ecotourism development through investment in access roads, eco-lodges, restaurants, recreational parks, picnic grounds, conference and retreat facilities. Wenchi is the birthplace and final resting place of Dr. Kofi Abrifa Busia, Prime Minister of Ghana's Second Republic. His residence offers immense potential to be developed into a national heritage museum celebrating his life, leadership, and contribution to Ghana's democratic development. Other important cultural and historical attractions include Nana Drobo Palace in Wenchi, Domahina's Palace in Domahinkro. These traditional institutions offer significant potential for cultural tourism and heritage promotion. Located in the Tyne district, the Menji Crocodile Pond is an emerging ecotourism attraction with the potential to become southern Ghana's equivalent of the famous Paga Crocodile Pond. Approximately 540,000 hectares, nearly 47% of the Bono region's land area, are covered by forests. These extensive forest resources present opportunities in sustainable timber production, wood processing, furniture manufacturing, export-oriented wood products, recreational forest parks, canopy walkways, and eco-parks. The ongoing Phase 2 expansion of Sunyani Airport at Nsuatre includes runway extension and major aviation infrastructure upgrade. Upon completion, the project is expected to improve regional connectivity, facilitate trade, increase tourism, and attract greater domestic and foreign investments. Rapid urbanization in Sunyani is contributing to the growth of a vibrant business middle class with disposable income. This transformation has created demand for recreational and leisure facilities for work-life balance. Consequently, investment in entertainment hospitality, event conferencing, and recreational infrastructure is becoming increasingly important to the evolving needs of the urban population. The Bono region is well positioned to become one of the country's leading destinations for investment and industrial transformation. The Bono region is open for business. Ghana is open for business.
The Honorable Regional Minister Joseph Adai Akwabwa Esquire has equally important and pressing engagement and would like to ask his leave of us, please. Thank you. Before we continue, I'd like to acknowledge in our midst a few dignitaries. We have in our midst the MCE of Sunyani, Honorable Vincent Enchi Eje. Thank you, Honorable. I'd like to acknowledge the MC of Sunyani West Municipal, Honorable Lawyer Asante Boateng. A round of applause, please. Thank you, sir. Honorable Collins Asoma, DCE Brekum West District. I'd like to also acknowledge all coordinating directors from the various MDAs across the Bono region. You're welcome. Akwa Abamunyina. The Bono region, population of roughly 1.2 million, fertile land supporting maize, yam, cassava, cashew, and cocoa. A key contributor to Ghana's cashew output, with growing agro-processing, livestock, aquaculture, and export potential. Sunyani is evolving into a vibrant commercial center. Infrastructure improving, including the upgraded and ongoing works in the Sunyani airports, light manufacturing in food processing, textiles and carpentry, a growing service sector in education, finance, and hospitality. Culturally rich, home to Kwafie Festival, pottery, bead making, ecotourism sites like Bui National Park and the Black Volta River. I would like to take this opportunity to invite Mr. Abdul Razak Baba, Deputy Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Investment Promotion Authority, to present on the Bono Regional Investment Landscape. You're welcome, sir.
Nana, or therefore, or German Sambo Ahin Koko the second. Omahin of the Sunyani traditional area. MPs present here today. MC Vincent Ajay, coordinating directors, our media partners, ladies and gentlemen. Nana, as you already know, my preferred language of communication would have been the local dialect. Now, so as I say, Akosia Brunintino, I was saying, Brofoka Crantin, but say, Mr. Momamenka Brofoka, at least for this presentation. And hopefully, next time, say, Mitia, your better presentation in Tree. And you know, today, my job is simple. My job is to highlight the investment opportunities that are here in the Bono region. The video did a great job explaining those opportunities. So I'll make my presentation very brief. Next slide. So my job here today is three. There are three questions that I'd like to answer. The first question is why? Why Bono region? Why you should consider Bono region as your next investment destination? And once I answer the why, I'll go to what. What are some of the investment opportunities that are available in this region? And I'll conclude by talking about the how. So once you know the why, invest in Bono region, what you can invest in Bono region, I'll talk about how you can invest here in Bono region. Next slide. So why invest in Bono region? There's a few things that are going for the Bono region. The first thing is that we are here in Sunyani, which is the capital. It's the cleanest city in our country. It has a population of about 1.2, 1.3 million people. About 12 districts. Agriculture is the main employer of the workforce here, about 47%. Most of them are in the informal sector. This region is the #1 producer of cashew. And this region is also the largest producer of maize. There are also commodities and agricultural products that comes from this region. This region is also gradually emerging as a major commercial hub, supported, of course, by the Sunyani airport. And there are also notable attractions, which includes the Bono Manso archaeological sites. We have the Bui National Parks, and we have the monkey sanctuaries as well. Next slide. So there's some other things that are going here for the Bono region. Bono region's competitive advantage that makes it unique from other regions in Ghana is that this region is strategically located. It connects the northern regions to the southern regions of our country. And in addition to that, it also connects our neighboring country, which is Ivory Coast, for West Africa regional trade. In addition to that, we have airport connectivity. We have the Sunyani airport for domestic connectivity and as well as for business travel. And the airport also has the potential to become a future cargo hub for cargo operations. In addition to this strategic location, Bono is also blessed with abundance of natural resources. Like I mentioned, the region is #1 when it comes to cashew production. It produces about 44% of Ghana's cashew output. And if you combine the other Bono regions, half regions as well, almost close to about 80% of cashew output comes from these regions. This region is also a major producer of maize. And of course, this region is blessed with a fertile agricultural land. It is a reason why it is called the breadbasket of our country. It is also rich in other natural resources, such as forest resources, timber, the stone aggregates, etc. Next slide. In addition to that, there are also some government initiatives that are supporting this region to ensure that this region creates the enabling environment for investors to come and invest here. The first thing is that Exim is backing a cashew processing plant in Tampa. Of course, we have the upgrade of the Bono Regional Airport. There's also the Outer Ring Road, the Sunyani Outer Ring Road, and there's also the Gine Sampa Road project that are currently being undertaken by the government of Ghana. So with all this going for the Bono region, its strategic location, its abundance of natural resources, government initiatives in infrastructure development, the question is that how has this region performed when it comes to attracting foreign investments? Next slide. So there's a metric that we measure. The metric is called FDI, which is foreign direct investment, which basically measures how much of an investment from outside of Ghana has come into Ghana. And GIPC has been tracking this for over 30 years. from 1994 to 2025. And across this period, Ghana has attracted at least $52 billion worth of foreign investment. And the question we asked ourselves is, how has the Bono region, with everything that it has, the natural resources, its strategic location, how much of this $52 billion has Bono region attracted? And the sad reality is that the region has only attracted, for over 30 years, $56 million, which is 0.1% of the total foreign direct investment that has come into this country. This is why we are here today. We want to change this reality. Again, we have made the case that Bono region has a lot that is going for it, but unfortunately that has not been highlighted, and that's why we are here today. We want to change this reality. We do not want Bono regions to replace other regions because they also have their unique qualities that makes them an attractive investment destination. But we want to replicate what is going on for Accra in the Western region. We also want Bono region to attract some of the investments that is coming into our country. Next slide. So let's talk about incentives that are available for investors who are looking to invest in this region. Now, this incentive is not only for foreign investors. It is for all investors, including local investors who are looking to invest here in this region. The first one we have is the free zones incentives. Now, this incentive is designed for investors who are looking to come to the Bono region and establish their processing plant and use that as a base to export outside of Ghana. So if you come to Bono region and you have your manufacturing plant, and then you are producing and exporting into Ivory Coast, you qualify for this incentive if you are exporting at least 70% of what you produce in this region. So what do you get? If you are doing that, you get 100% duties exemptions on all of your raw materials, your input, your machineries that you import into Ghana. You don't pay any import duties on it. In addition to that, you get a tax holiday. You get a 0% corporate income tax for 10 years. So you pay 0% for 10 years. And after 10 years, in Ghana, our corporate headline corporate income tax is 25%. But after 10 years, as a free zone company, you pay only 15% corporate income tax as long as you have your operations here in the Bono region. And the good news is that you don't have to be a Ghanaian to qualify for this. If there's no restrictions onto foreign ownership. As long as you are operating here in this region, and you are exporting at least 70% of what you produce, you do qualify for this incentive. Next slide. In addition to the free zone, so if you're a company that wants to just access the domestic market, you are not interested in export, you just want to come to Bono, produce, and then serve Ghana. We also have incentives that are in the agriculture sector, which I believe is very, very important to this region since it is the breadbasket of our country. So the first incentive you get under farming and agriculture is that for some agriculture machinery, equipment and tools, fertilizers and seeds and agrochemicals as well, if you are importing those, you do not pay import duties on those. In addition to that, if you're into tree crops, you pay 1% corporate income tax for 10 years. And if you're into cash crops, you pay 1% for 5 years. And if you're into cattle farming, you pay 1% for 10 years. In addition to that, we have what we call location-based incentives. So what the government of Ghana is saying that if you are located here in Sunyani, operating here in Sunyani, instead of paying 25% corporate income tax, you pay only 15%. And if you locate outside of Sunyani, but still in the Bono region, you pay 10% corporate income tax. Next slide. In addition, we also have incentives in the manufacturing sector as well. Next slide, please. Okay. Let's stay on the manufacturing slide. Okay, so these are also exemptions, incentives that are in the manufacturing. So if you don't want to go into farming and you want to set up your manufacturing plant, you also enjoy this incentive that we have. There are also locational incentives as well. So if your factory is located in Sunyani, you pay 18.5%. If you're outside of Sunyani, but still in the Bono region, government is saying that you should pay 12.5% instead of the 25%. Next slide, please. There are also other incentives as well. So we have what we call the strategic investor incentive. So if you're an investor that has $50 million and above, and you want to come to the Bono region to set up your factory, government is saying that because of the amount of money you are investing, you basically get to sit with government and negotiate whatever incentive packages that you want. In addition to that, for banking services who are willing to offer loans to farmers, they pay 20% corporate income tax. If you're into affordable housing, you want to build affordable housing for people here in the Bono region, you pay 1% corporate income tax for 5 years. If you're into waste processing, this is the cleanest city in Ghana for a reason. And so if you are into waste processing, government is saying that come and set up your waste processing plant here in the Bono region, and you would pay only 1% corporate income tax for 7 years. Next slide. Okay, so now I have talked about why you should invest in Bono region, its strategic location, abundance of natural resources, government infrastructure. Talked about incentives. And now what I'm going to talk about is what are some of the investment opportunities that are available in this region. Now, there are several opportunities in this region. And if I mean to talk about them, we would not leave here today. So for the sake of time, I will focus only on a few investment opportunities that are here in this region. Next slide, please. The first one, of course, is cashew. We cannot talk about Bono region without talking about cashew. There are several opportunities in the cashew subsector. So this region, or Ghana in general, produces more than 80,000 metric tons of cashew nuts, raw cashew nuts annually. But about 90% of them is exported, unprocessed, meaning that we are losing a lot of value from our cashew production. But what is sad is that there's about 1.8 million metric tons of cashew apples that rots annually on these farms because there isn't processing plants to take this feedstock. Let me say that again. 1.8 million metric tons of cashew apples rots on farms yearly. Now, when I saw the statistics, I was wondering, how do cashew farmers even survive with this amount of rots? And so if there are any cashew farmers in here today, I think the
That is the Free Zone Act of 1995, Act 504, and with the LI, which is legislative instrument of 1618. The Free Zone Authority targets people who invest, and their investment has to land in a foreign country. So we are an export-led authority that ensures that people who register with us or do business with us will ensure that at least 70% of what they produce will end up outside Ghana. Please move. Now, why Ghana? Like I attempted to say, we are strategically located. It takes a shorter period to transport your goods or services to Europe and Americas. We are looking at between 6 hours to 8 hours when you are charting your goods. So it's a good place to invest because of issues of location. We are also talking about the labor because Ghana has what we call knowledge and skill bank. Most of our universities trained the young people in languages such as French and other languages where, for example, if you're a Chinese, most of our universities now, or some of our universities now train people in China, University of Ghana, for example. And I'm being told that even now in the basic school very soon, we are going to introduce China. So what it means is that if you have a Chinese partner and you bring your workers here or even your partners here, your children can have access to what we call Chinese education. That's one of the advantages we are talking about. Please move. Okay, so what are some of our areas? Please move. So manufacturing. So our licenses are 4. If you want to take advantage of the Ghana Free Zone Authority or the opportunities that we have 4 licenses. The first one is manufacturing. By manufacturing, we are talking about value addition. So any raw material that is turned into a finished product. So for example, because Bono region, based on the previous presentation, is one of the major agricultural hubs in this country. Surprisingly or coincidentally, at the Ghana Free Zone Authority, a little over 70% of our licenses are within the agro-processing sector. Some of them are into gari manufacturing. And cassava is a major, major gold, if you ask me, because every part of cassava has an economic value, right from the stem that can be used as a planting material. The leaves can be used as steel in some parts. I don't know whether we do that in Ghana, but in some part of the world, the leaves of the steel is used for the leaves of the cassava is used for steel and all of that. So most of them are into agro-processing. That is a manufacturing. So you turn a raw material into a finished good. Then we have services. People who are into what we call BPOs, business process outsourcing. So mostly those who are into software development, customer service. So you can set up a business in this country where you provide customer service for another company, a bank or any other companies outside Ghana. Nigeria and what have you. Then we also have a commercial license. We call them people who break bulk. So you can import semi-finished or finished produce. So it could be rice, it could be mackerel, tin tomatoes. All you do is to repackage in this country. But when you are done with repackaging, at least 70% of that has to still cross the borders of Ghana. So you import maybe from Thailand, China, repackage, and make sure that at least 70% of that goes to another country. So it could be Togo, Benin, and what have you. Then we'll have a developer license. This is a license that is given to persons who are into what we call, in a layman's language, say real estate. But this specifically talks about those who build factories. So you are an engineering company that can put up factories, or you provide what we call warehouses for free zone companies to take advantage. Please move. Okay, so this is how the free zone currently we have 358 licensed free zone companies, 358. And contrary to perception out there that free zone is for foreign entities, the good news is that free zone is for both foreign and Ghanaian. So you could have, so as we see on the data there, we have wholly Ghanaian companies, that is about 169. That is the number of companies that are wholly owned by Ghanaian. Then we have foreigners or foreign companies. That is 106, that is about 29, almost 30%. Then we have joint ventures. So you can be a Ghanaian, have a partner elsewhere, partners elsewhere. Then you come out with companies. And then we have the aggregation there. So manufacturing is about 76%. You have services, that's 12.29. commercial is 8.94. Then the last one is developer. Very few people are into the developing area of our, please move, of our company. So yeah, so this is just trying to put more light. So agro processing, like I said, is the largest. About 76% of our enterprises are within agro. Then you have jewelry manufacturing, textile, and whatever. Please move. Okay, so these are strategic sectors. So we have BPOs that I spoke about. We have haulage and logistics. Oil and gas is one of the areas that we do not have a lot of the companies as far as our free zone count. Then we have aviation, also very few. Please move. Okay, so this continues. So we have enclave development. I'm not too sure we have an enclave here yet. Very soon an office is coming up in Techiman. And I believe that once we are going to have a free zone office, we hope with Nananum support, we'll get an enclave. Currently, we have 5 enclaves. We have Tema, which is our first enclave, except that Tema is gone. If you want a land, you will not get, unless someone who has already bought the land and is reselling. We have Afienya, which is our new baby, also in Greater Accra region. We have Shama in Western region. We have Sekendi Takrady. Then we have what we call Greater Kumasi. Each of them, or each of the enclave, has not less than 1,000 acres of land. Please move. Please move. Please move. So like Mr. Baba has said, the incentives, you get 100% exemptions when you register with us. So what it means that for the next 10 years, if you have the free zone license, you export your finished goods minimum 70% outside Ghana. You do not pay export duty. And when you import your raw materials, your machineries, your trucks, once you can explain or justify that they are meant for your production purposes, you clear those trucks and other equipment without paying duty. So tax holidays. Our deputy CEO has spoken about these incentives already. Please move. We also have non-monetary incentives. Because of the bureaucratic nature of doing business, we are saying that we are a one-stop shop. So if you are a foreigner or even a Ghanaian and you need other services from other companies, Ghana Water, SNATE, GRA, and all of that, we have desks, including immigration. If you are foreign partners and you need their visas, work permits to be done for them, we have a desk at the Ghana Free Zone Authority. So it's a one-stop shop to ensure that you do not need a license, a special license to be able to import if you are with the Ghana Free Zone Authority. Please move. Please move. Okay, so I've already touched on some of these agro, textile, BPOs, and all of that. Please move. Please move. I've also spoken about the land banks that will have 5 areas that will have lands. Please move. Please move. Okay, so I've mentioned Afienya. Please move. We also have private free zone enterprises. So one of the shining examples here is the Bright International that is in Afienya. Then we also have Dawa. I'm sure Dawa is very common for those of us who follow issues of free zone. Please move. Okay, so local participation. All we are saying is that the Ghana Free Zone Authority, just like I mentioned, I'm not going to go through this because of time, but I've already indicated that contrary to perception that free zone is for foreigners, free zone is for everybody. You can be a foreigner, you can be a Ghanaian, and we've attempted to cite some of the advantages or opportunities that is available for Ghanaians who want to take advantage of the Ghana Free Zone Authority, including the one-stop investment that I mentioned earlier on. Please move. Okay, so this is also trying to address the issue of trade agreements that we have, and because of AFTA, Africa Continental Free Trade Area, we are saying that once you are with the Free Zone or Ghana Investment Promotion Authority or any of the government agencies, you assess the market beyond the Ghanaian market, taking advantage of the African population. Please move. Yes, so these are some of the trade agreements. So with the UK Economic Partnership Agreement, formally, we also, of course, AGWA is one of the issues that could be mentioned here. Please move. Please move. Okay, so this is quite important. So the entry requirements. To join the Ghana Free Zone Authority, first you should be an incorporated business with the Registrar of Company, which is primary. You also would want to license with your relevant body, depending on your sector. So if you are into food, you need an FDA, standard authority. If you are into mining, you need a mining license and all of that. We are saying that you need to give us a business plan that spans for 10 years. Tell us what you want to do within the next 10 years, including how you want to scale up, job creation, and all of that. Our form is only $260. You can pay a CD equivalent of 12. Currently, our rate is 12 CD. So you multiply 12 by 260. That is how much you pay. Then when you are done, there are other fees and charges you pay later. But when you are picking the forms, irrespective of any of the 4 licenses you want to apply for, you pay $260. Then you pay other fees. So these are the things we need. EPA, of course, we want to see how you dispose your waste in particular. So we need a certification from EPA. We do not have minimum capital requirement, just like the new law of Ghana Investment Promotion Authority. That was a competitive advantage for us. They have taken that, they've equalized that. So you don't need to show that you have $1 million to whatever it is. But at least we need to assess that you have the basic resources or financial and capital resources to be able to do business. Of course, you need to have what we call an off-taker agreement. You need to assure us that you have a company outside Ghana to be able to absorb at least 70% of your annual production before we can give you the license. Of course, you need a site or a factory. It could be a land or a warehouse that our officials will assess. And if in their wisdom the thing is good, we can then give you the license. Please move. All right, so so after you've paid the $260 to pick the form, so ours is like a politician, an MP picking a form and filing. So before you file, you have to pick a form. It's $260. So for manufacturing, when you are submitting the form, you now pay $3,900, renewable $3,000. In 30 seconds, I am done. So the services, you pay $5,000, renewable $3,900. Developer, you pay $6,000. When you are renewing annually, it's $5,000. Then the last one is commercial. You pay $13,000. That is the largest, and my understanding is that because there is little or no value addition there, that one you are breaking bulk. So you are not going to employ more like somebody who is manufacturing. So it makes sense that you pay more for that one. On this note, I'm told my time is up. So these are some of the, because of time, would have given you more. Please move. Move. So these are some of the logos of some of the free zone companies. You have Cargill, Blue Skies in Sawam, part of their production, especially the salads, the fruits, the chopped fruits we eat. From there we have O5 from Olam and all of that. Please move. So I want to thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samed Akalilu. At this point, we will start with our business pitches. The first of them will be by Mr. Kofi Vigno. And so I invite Mr. Kofi Vigno, founder and chief executive officer of Kofi Vigno and Company Limited, to present. Let's give him a round of applause.
The Omaihene of Sunyani traditional area, Nananum, the municipal and district chief executives, and the CEOs. I'm happy to be here to pitch my business today. Our business located in Sunyani, Kwetri, a small village in the Sunyani West District. We are into tiger nut value chain. Yeah, I want to do small than I said. Thank you. No, you go up. There's a little story before I come to the main project. Somebody will say, why tiger nut? Because they will say, what quantity tiger nut do we produce in Sunyani? Why do you choose tiger nuts? I choose tiger nut for a reason. I was going through a lot. I was an ulcer patient, a chronic one. So I did my research and I realized that tiger nut can help me cure my ulcer. And truly, it helped me cure my ulcer. And I decided to turn it into a business so I can solve problem and make money out of it. So that is why I choose tiger nut. But you see, before, when you mention tiger nut, it's only one thing that comes into people's mind, most especially the men. But it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. Because when we are talking about superfood, you cannot delete tiger nut out there. So there's a massive untapped value in the tiger nut value chain. I call it gold in the soil. It's one of the mining. We are supposed to call it a mining. It's a gold in the soil that we have not identified. So let go. So Kofi Vinyo and Company Limited, there's Kofi Vinyo and Company Limited. You see, there's a high demand superfood assets. But the value chain is broken. So if you look at it, over 70% of the tiger nut that we process in Spain is from Africa. And it's a bigger challenge to me alone. The whole tiger nut that they are producing in Spain, 70% is coming from Africa. Some are coming from Ghana, it goes from Nigeria, and it goes from Niger. And because of that, it is really not supporting the tiger nut farmers. Because the point is that if we process tiger nut, we have byproducts in processing tiger nut. Because I do tiger nut oil, but I don't use the whole tiger nut to do the oil. I first take out my powder, I take out my oil, and then the rest go for animal feed. So if we continue to sell the whole tiger nut outside, that means we're not going to benefit the byproduct that I'm talking about. But if you are talking about high quality oil, you cannot take out tiger nut oil. It's one of the most expensive oil in the market. Okay. They say I have 5 minutes, so I'll just combine everything because I have a lot of information for you. So I think you are running. Come down, because we are discussing about the problems. So that is, I've already talked about the untapped global market. You know, we have over 200 billion, between 160 to 200 billion dollars in the tiger nut market, which we are not even, Ghana is not even selling even 0.01%. We are not taking advantage of this. So the main problem also is limited certification. A lot of people are afraid. When you mention organic, to certify your product organic, that is what the market is going, because everybody is health conscious and then they are being careful of what they eat. But we have problem with our organic certification. So because of that, we are unable to enter the international market. Okay, go. No. Come. Well, if I follow you, I'll be late here. So I think I have to go. So because of that, Kofi Vinyo and Company Limited are taking it upon ourselves, and then we've done a certification. So as we are here, we are US FDA certified organic, we are EU organic, and then we are also Canadian organic. So now our next target is to JICA, to Japan, the Japanese. It's not easy. It's a very expensive certification. And then this time, I think I'll be calling on some of the government institutions to come and help. Because for now, I had to fly somebody from Japan to come and do an audit. I had to pay for his hotel and everything before I can get a certification. And if you don't have that certification, you cannot enter the Japan market. They will not recognize your product. So that is the problem that we are facing in that market. But if we are unable to do that, the farmers are also facing challenges, the tiger nut farmers. Now, as I'm speaking with you, I have over 100 farmers that have contacted me. But unfortunately, I cannot buy their raw material because it is not certified, unless it is organic certified. But we have over 3,000 farmers, smallholder farmers, that we've engaged, that we train, that we support to give out the raw material. So apart from those farmers, we are unable to do, because tiger nut is a healthy food and it's a dangerous food. That is how I'll say it. Because those using I don't want to spoil somebody's business, but I have to say it like that. The weedicide to farm tiger nut. At the end of the day, the tiger nut will absorb the weedicide.
Kwesi Buokrum at the German South District, which is in the Bono region. And our vision is to promote health by producing fruit juice without sugar or preservatives. We also have a vision of making farming attractive again to the youth. Come back to help our motherland, but we do need your help and support in so many diverse ways. Equipment, bottles. We are in to promote green procurement. Now we have sachet water wrappers all over the place. And so if our fruit juices, we could sponsor and then put them in bottles, which can be recycled. Use every part of the fruit. Our people would have a good health. We wouldn't take things that have preservatives and then increase health problems for our people. If we are able to build cold rooms and then produce fruit juices, we can touch the world. People may not be able to fly to different countries, but we can see Ghana in every country by promoting DELF-H. So this is our humble plea, that if there are export opportunities, trade partnerships, we'll be grateful if we could be given that chance. They do have high standards, but they are not impossible. You could train us to meet these standards so that we can also meet up there with those with bigger shoulders.
At this point, we will open the floor for discussion. Ye Q&A kakra. Ntimpacho opese ubisa asema na wama wonsaso. We will have some moving mics around. Inti answer now bekasano na wabodin. Introduce yourself and where you're coming from before you ask your question. For GIPC, our resource persons will be Kwame Kesi Ejepon, our head of Investment Promotion and Business Development Division, and we'll have Mr. Michael Ochre, who is the head of our Kumasi Zonal Office, to answer questions for GIPA. The floor is open. We'll take 3 questions, and then we'll answer them and take the next 3. I was told that we have about 3 mics around, so if we can kindly send them out.
Question time. Free zone. My first question, free zone for presentation by you actually say free zone is meant for outsiders but not for Ghanaians. We be sasa na me be sasa. Fees are much charging $dollars. We the say yes near Ghana and say dollar rate and then normal SA economy. I don't think so about America. I put Latin America for so many years. Uncle American could say charge you be I see this order. You convert. So why are you guys charging us cities? More charge $dollars. Meaning say it's not meant for Ghanaians. So Mr. Free Zone. Mo could draw next presentation. I'm highly disappointed. Me who's our figures now. Yet Ghana now charge $3,500 something. Also, you have a form into $295. But we are in Ghana. Mr. Madaroma. Obia anti message to crew in my own. Ghana Hyatt, no. Brunibia Oba Biano. A different painting Oba. And your door doye. Uhuni say, Yamugo, Job of a PB Biako.
na ukachire Kofi Denyo no ose kurukitu bi mu se omra mra ho ba so $5 mra ska be no cost $100 no yiwi anya be ka se kono mu ayede wadaroma mon ko dwene ho na mo mepa asempa ba bi nkan kire ko wi die yenso
Nana, wadaroma
Obia betumi ayebi mpo obia ye kana se bia ne ho atochema kakra woni ni paduam kura no etumi yebi ena obia sebi oko school wan ko school ono so betumi ayebi nti eno de obia betumi ayese adwuma no bi wa ha na no so ni adwuma ye no bro ha titiro ni doma na enema no bebre na ye na ekoso yen ye haw no ye di kan no ejina se aban ne hye bebre aya oye no aya na emoa yen portfolio no titiro ne niema ye krefri abrochiri ede ba no ye timri bi se ana free zone fo be ka sei ye se obi import machinery obi import ho ahwan a your percentage bi a the tax no be kwa free 7 years 8 years the hunu aga na say oya drum pempenso bi a 10 years ni be so na no ma se omudin na omudi din fufura be dey aba be hye ho na ono zo e ko 7 years bi ontu ya hwe ye de nkakrakra ye ya mabunu nya bi ye ne de boa no oba waye account kura de akoma no GRA for say there bi no ono angasa betra say o 25% of ahwan betua o how no edo so mai de ye import banzo a tax egugusu no zo nye asem ketwa adenti na ne ni angasa ye de be ye de ni angasa ye bi di be boy ho ban no tem bia ye ngana fo no de no eto ede da so no so na ye banzo a ehun nsem ne ye bibiri ne be duru farm ho so kura zo a eye kusua no kwa je wie zo e bi duru e bi ne ye zanto na nse ye te se o mo ka se nka yento nkusua mfama school fo na go mundi abesi ne yente ho hwe etu ba bia kusua no be ye enso yento na asai nti die na omo ye de aboa se ye ne so a ye wo sa efense production efense the sector no the support no die na omo ye de aboa ye po mo che obebri
pacho da se bebre timpacho de da bisa no mo ye poultry farm no so who say what do we have for them? What are the incentives for the Ghanaian poultry farmers? Thank you.
Thank you. Pacho, your friend Daniel Techi. We are cashew farmer. Jama Cashew Farmers Association. Media no any question, suggestion. You hear said the reporter about cashew ewo Ghana dodo na free bronha na ehun se yes here processing companies ebi wo Sampa ebi ba Tachiman ebi wo other areas na dey ba ko amahu ne se yetiti processing companies num bebria how are they mine se obi free amano ne na o se ope cashew white kernel, if you ne hono free one, they won't fit and the white kernel. So per 5 containers a month, 2 containers a month. A bad day say company back home, a bit my producers are there. And to me, to say, Nanano more idea on Daroma. See, bet me land the Cassia a year purposely for cashew processing, whether the juice, by the fruit or the nuts. So we Mahun's idea be paying India. One particular area, over 2,000 companies are processing just cashew. It is be the order bar, say open and within a day, where the 1 ton, where the 10 tons, where the 5 tons, then they organize. By the distance are very fast. Me free aqua sampa, sampa for Ubetumanya Sana Mammy. Ubetumaka telephone or near, but the product itself have to come. Whenever I was not time be to I don't day no with me lose our contract no. Timestre say bet me how would be for cashew processing. Sabi koko eba ye mu hanya yan hye dem processing bia wa ha. Yen take advantage e wo cashew so. Na yen timi nya processes no ho won ba no person be investment land and enye issue man because yeah as a region ya boy ho ya prepare land. E be man easy am ye nyina. Me do bias.
Your third question, Nafi, your answer.
Okay, thank you. Medidi Portia. Kuma, me work cashew processing factory El Sampa. We've been in existence for about 5 years now. Now, concerning the Papanika, you know, me when say mostly we are looking at new one. But there are some here that ebeti mashemukina na itimia jina because say nipa beji wedi a ewo de wo dada ne ho. Enti say ukoka say oh ye be say she new factory ase mo be say what are we doing about the old ones that are there omu hiamwa mato new machines ye cra free India ne buy baby e wo no eyi ni ho power na e wo ho no entimi nye ye the request akoda dada entimi mae enti no we've been having orders ye wo China order bi kra na nke wo say ye but yentimi nye numbers no because power no ewo form entimi power some of the machines no since January omode ye ba sunyan omo be ye yenti bibibia bi and we are still on it. We are pleading we shouldn't just be looking at new ones. The old ones now yenim system no I've been in a system my age might be 8 years there because it a prototype from 2018 sab 2021 you register a company new officially. Your name system no, your name processes no. Until we've gotten new people, they've closed. Bakokra was they've closed because omunim. And to know, message to say, ya system no more action. You should help us so that we can also help the new ones. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Kwame.
Bijina.
Pacho Bebre. Yeah. Answer questions. Yeah. Okay, so that was.
Yeah, the Pacha, and then 2 your comments. Now 1 question. Now for free zones. No, a comment and the concern was that after 10 years, no besoin. Now I feel almost I'm before Fraba but take over. To minimum free zones because since you mentioned that incentive under your regime, into Pacha free zones or responding we are now for more questions. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Midasi. One of the concerns are EBA. Emramuno, ye regime near 10 years. So after 10 years, you are supposed to exit. Sorry. So if you get our license, license now, it was say 10 years. After all the benefits, it was say we exited. Now after say we exited, you still benefit lower income tax. Instead of 25%, you are only paying 15%. So ordinarily the expectation is that you would exit for new companies to also come and take advantage of government. After 10 years, they would have saved and plowed back so much buying profit and as a buying seeker. So they buy new ones, but it's something that minimum paying for everywhere because when you exit, no I for me new company, no I buy. I do not think within the law. So once there is evidence, minimum paying for, we'll take that up. So it's a concern that I know this is not the first time we are hearing this. Minimum paying for, so already, it's something they're already looking into. So anytime a company comes in, especially if they are operating from the same premises, obviously there is something fishy. And it's our concern, minimum I'm paying for every and I know a decision will be made. Thank you.
Thank you. Pacho, so the other concerns about cashew producers from Ohono, we will say Officer BJ will number. So we will take your contacts and then we'll see how best we can assist you with the expansion of your projects and also with the ECG issues. Your aftercare team, our GIPC, says, what best problem with water company or problem with electricity company. Or any issues, challenge with the any agency, your focal persons who are on Bebwa, they are resolving our issues. You better take on issue.
Thank you.
Yeah, but before I share, Nana Sunya Mahine, and then Nananomina. Enchira na mekase. Enchira waterfalls, a chedea unyame at the Ache. Now, over the years, Yaya Sabaya Yabaye, Ama Yetime a develop. Because I was 2010 World Tourism Day, Ombaya Enchira waterfalls. Ama the then government, the then NDC government of that time, no. I think Ombaboy Ama develop. The Dimusa we see up to now. Now, about 4 years, na Abrantia na Oboa Ama after second dampo waterfalls. As an TBC on the power of boy as a developer a general national. I Kenneth Akufu Asare or by and by express interest. So, senior we see a boy a market and waterfalls no a year canopy walkway and then your man away at my piano. Like I were prepared the second and Charles Sudiano. And I wanted to be me away. Number in the first place, no, oh, here. The participation of Ghana Tourism Authority. Now, if you investor be abekam, sabi ebitime a job. For 4 years in our previous government, no, you to another yehu emwebia. Ntiende yeshia say you know na empany for ewa na GIPC for ewa na fi tourism authority for empany for. And more than a mobile faso, a boy, a my yetime, a development in Chira waterfalls.
Can we have 2 more questions, please?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I need a coin so Brecon West, DC, Namika say. Cecilia, you heard Ghana district, a dear to want to spar a Brecon West. You bet me a surprise 30% of tomato a year Ghana. Now, so, quite a be fast one, a be process no your challenge. Bessere say, you might dear ye de man who at to so dear ewu. And tea Bessere, Mumayanfa your attention and coho. A buying up modern the irrigation facility and Mako for Ako areas am I. As he say, dry season now, you be produce tomatoes. Na mo kwan ebe fa so a ye de bi besi for daachi na ye ha o kese pa medamase
yo nananom painfo e frame onabo kwaku aho assemblyman for akokode electra ile adoma central yo nananom GIPC for ye besere mo ohwe the whole Ghana sere nananom bese no ohwe ba bia you can portrait pie wa mia yukrum do mahinkru nti yenhwe say mako obetima bre afa workers a produce kusua na mana aba kusua na ba wie no o mpanfo de bi o mo ba o mo beye powder machine a se bi kusua ne bua yenkonkotungu o mo de o mo ano beba be kan na akwaje egu de bia o mo ba ye be se portrait adwuma no adwuma bi a do ye bi wa bi na kapa mesem gina hay do ni minimi me yes small boy but me kita onko almost be 40,000 na nsen omonto kusua no de bia no akokọ 1,000 bia no aduana obedi wa mana aduana na mana dia wi wa produce kusua no like unya no obeto kusua no pon like ama wo di kusua na kwa wase kusua no create na to no 50 cities also be ma 25 cities wuja na ho na pro 25 cities no we yo wasan de agu kam walodu akoma no takura de biwa akra biwa yakoyeji bikura ye de wuranwo border nso e bia kodivu a okode sika no kura enye de emma biu ohwe workesa ogu adwuma na akura ketwa wa invest enye sika obewie no adwuma no kofoma na aba form te be sere mo ye machines na mo pe machines so a ye betindi kusua no ayade enye kusua ni di nku awo Ghana ne do man nkuro de the whole Ghana bra afo ade do man nkuro ne kusua de en nkokọ etoso medamase
Eda sebebre
Edamase busian for me shall say free baby a me penny and pamucho me respondi we are you America kra. Nti abuche edamase. Na me name boss kasa na egg issue no a policy issue. Nti yeah the beko in crime because said the work we realize that there's a glut most of the time, and on our part as GIPC no yeah better say you benya investors be me be added value to process the eggs as nti ye name bekasa officers be or a chair they will take your data or the egg association package the whole how do you call project no near say benyo be a bet me be powder bet me be added value menya egg expert nti minka but the name be doing come na ya say the be no pamucho tomato processing we've taken note of it also so we want value to be added menim say madam na obe yeah presentation wo hano fruits vegetables ka ho ana we believe that sometimes we have the solution in our midst. Inti inko omo nimdie ni bibi ombetimi dia ka ho no. Se mo betimi ato amo at a good price nkom the value no be ka ho, then it will not rot in the market like we have. But enchira waterfalls. Na na wadaroma share video no ye pa ko say ye try. Na me microphone no mo ko try no. Stories on Beka Chireme. How to get there is even a problem. Inti yebehwe na ya packages our project and so near Sebenya investors bia. Me even creating access to the place because I hear it's a very beautiful waterfall. Very, very beautiful waterfall. And it me quina ye yaman kitin kiti bi won ho a ebetimi attract investors inti yebehwe na ye di hujuma na wadaroma. Edas.
Thank you. Nanam Pacho on the Enchira waterfalls no so ye best share video no with you so that also unya opportunity and asa kofanyo mo ye dwuma betimi almost so they actually Pacho embrace no your next 3 no you're keeping it very 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 short. Now after the forum no GIPC phobia here we will take your you can approach the registration or we'll take the registration information and then keep the communication going. You need say issues but we are here for you. It's just 3 quick questions. Now we are out of here. But before then, I want to quickly also acknowledge Honorable Siata Watara, MC Jamai South. You per acknowledge, That's into 3 quick questions, but you're keeping it really brief. Thank you.
Thank you. Nananom, your best kasakaka. But you're making the glory Pokujan MC for Winchi. Made the appeal and suggestion with regards to Inchira waterfalls. Cecilia, we have proposal from GIPA. They want to collaborate with whoever the authority, tourism, to make the Inchira waterfalls 2 in 1. So if you can please use your office and help us, show us the way, so that we could work on it as soon as possible. The second thing has to do with Wenchi. You can't Wenchi ya, you say agric, and everything agric is Wenchi. But these factories that we are talking about, Tichman, Sampa, I can tell you that cashew, quality cashew comes from Wenchi. But I have done a collaborative research with somebody with the value change of cashew. So if we are talking about factories, any other, how we can also attract other investors. They come to look at the raw materials and make good use of it. Apart from cashew, we have mango in large quantities. So people are buying mangoes from Wenchi and making concentrate to give to other companies. I think these companies can be directed to Wenchi and omubetini farmers no kra actually how to produce organic ones, as Mr. Kofi Vino spoke about, because now we are what we eat. And tinka omume taking your farmers no through that. Now it should be practical, not
Thank you.
theory.
Thank you.
Nananom mpanyinfo MCs. But I from me Gifty Safo. Me a fish farmer. Me share who say fish for who. Me question person bisane say. Say yensu ensu bebre no pollute no. Na we are boa fish farmers, domestic ones na meka because as at now you need us assumption as a fisheries ministry no wo and as industry no wo na wo kra wo be free abroche ana baby aba abeboa wadwuma na ta se da so no why right would be drew her machine and the crowd crying ye be washing it me bisa say had the dada ministry no ye need task assumption be seen there ye feed board day ye marketing so ye challenge wa as at now the whole in Ghana no half of fish farmers are dormant because of feeding it.
Nana penny for patch me boomitas. Patch from me Bansa Margaret, me da Bans Naturals, ano. Ye natural skin care and hair care products. Okay, and I mean about cosmetics. Me pesa me true light kitu ebito inkusia pochi phone eho. Madam Fubi wo sakrade anaje wo oye egg powder. Ye fene egg and more. And I think sir going forward this is kebe kasi waste resources bebre akosi factories no. One of these days e wo mu a team mo betumi akọ na makọ machineries na nyema omo use o sana e bia se poultry e na mo be fa wo region bia poultry na mo hu machines na nyema na mo de be de mo de beba a e beboa because I say no mostly no bon say nkosia na ye waste nkosia after some be producing nkosia no e ye more waste. Meanwhile nkosia aside say ye di no ye de skin product ne hono no sesia ye jai silver shine you see ye the shine silver sanyama we nyina ye nimdi a ye betumi incorporate within our daily lives but because ye nimu no enti yenye enti I think say going forward no say fa factory ba ko and say ye share existing factory no ene de omoye a once a while na mo visit facility ho mo hwe machines na nyema sana say bibi na mo be ya mo yet to meet that standard enkoye to say e bia ye bibi aside from sadie no a emboa amanfo no me that's
yeah that's it baby.
All right, Edamasi. Like I mentioned, sometimes we have the solution amongst us. Instead of working with your expertise and collaboration, I think one of the earlier speakers spoke about us working together as Ghanaians, as investors. Not only make investors are make obi or your business be an investor. And you so free a man neighbors or your investor to us no obi or your jume be a or your investor because technically no usika and now they are shebi beam and that's an investment for it to yield for you. Intimumayan collaborate ebeboa edamasi. For the tax exemptions issue on fisheries, indeed we'll sorry, bro Fanaba. Minister of Agri for building Kitaudi. Now, I thought they had exemptions for your fishing nets and other things, but I say we'll let you know. When the waterfalls and then also agro processing. One of the reasons, like my CEO mentioned, why we are going around the whole country, and they say, you hear information. And Mesre, this is MMCs. Yenim ha. Yenim de kosu wenchi. And yes, ye ba ha. Yenim say waterfalls for say eshe intra. Edinokram into mimbo. Inti ye hiamo. We need information. We need the data. How many tons of tomatoes are being produced in your district? Meaning, but to the beer, you better I requested, so you better sa emba na ya juma. Then me CEO, me deputy CEO, yeah or hey, That's what he does when he travels. And imagine, say, yeka tomato production in Spain. Somebody might be interested. Now, so said the beya and sabeka sa information. No. Na aye de woho. Ti ebesremo. Say ye tra mon responded. Say ye fra yesremo munji yenso munchire yen. We wo ha. We ye bit me dia say. Ye bit me say. Then with our expertise, we package it. So the beya ye bit me draw nkrofo. The process of attracting investment is based on data, information. You only information. Untimi yeshe. Ti impenifo MMDCs yesremo mumboye. Nna ma himfo yesremo adaroma. Se bibi wo mo mpeso asna so mpese ye hu a ye ntumi ye nim agisama kire mo adaroma. Na ye nyina yetumi aye adwuma yi ama sunyaneman afa ntuma pa efra edamase.
Thank you, Kwame. On this note, me pese me use this opportunity we na ye bring this beautiful event to a close. But before we do that, I would like to acknowledge the Ed Heritage crew who performed for us. I would like to also, okay, so I'll give my colleague the chance to give us a few announcements. We'll have a photo before Nana will give us a closing remarks, but before then, I would like to say that right after the closing remarks, we will not say anything again. There will be some photographs for our dignitaries in the front. Okay. One more comment for Mr. Kofi.
Where the Madam was it, and then the men come brofo. Mekatri, because a 7 hour maybe cano. A idea hamadrian check. Say your government project be okotri. His Excellency former President Kufuor time and no more project. A sunflower oil factory. Na see and them Joshua, ye who sunflower beer, a wood janaswa, a made in Ghana. But ye were fidia, a bit me, yes, sunflower oil. No, it's equal three. Umusi, a crown, say, power no more the Burma, no more testy, or more disconnected. Over 24 years or something now. At the end of that, I a white elephant. It's about 6 or 7 years ago. Me to an Amonco district and I said, me better many community in join near how I beat me a revival so we can use it to produce oil. Unfortunately, there's no document in that project at the district. Mr. Mpeni fu I share waha. Say me on ananum waha. A Bono project. Mestre say nananum M4 muhunyim. MC say when you na M4 muhunyim. Ni enhwe kwan a befa so a ye the project no beba back because ye betimi produce produce 10 tons of oil in 8 hours. Until they run it 24 hours. We can do at least 20 tons of oil. A bit me at oil I import to a bagana baby dinosaur. Nanka ye the canabo or my obra with a mestre. Ubia fan of media for Hanyana, Mufam Hunyim, Yenya who did na intimi masa project no Emra. Madam Wase.
Thank you very much. And that's it. Bamucho ye shema ye pon. Now said ye opinion di a conclude. Please, district assemblies, MMDCs, let's start documenting these opportunities. Let's start documenting these projects. Bamucho, when you have it ready, let us know. We have an office in Kumasi. That's very close. Oba Sunyani most of the time to to overlook the Sunyani region also and the whole Bono area. Also, more projects. Salim, Pacho, gentleman, Ojina Hona, Amanesaso. Salim, please get up. Amanesaso no. Pacho, o project Bina so pese yeboa na o package ya. Uhuna, ebeboa. Duke. Pacho, the Amanesaso no so ho. Onon so beboa. Emmanuel. Okay. Anna, obia ubetimi ehumi, obia ubetimi GIP sinni bia na ye dinkita hodi. That's it. Okay. Pamucho, yeah, the contact by Mamo, and then we'll announce it when we finish. Thank you.
We want to wrap up now. Say you wanted to just 2 minutes. Say.
Nananom, 2
minutes, please.
Mr. Kofi Ganyo, I was a factory everywhere. But say I walk in minimum here one can't minty me to an amount about hona yakohe sa sunflower,
Thank you so much. So as we bring this forum to a close, I would like to invite Nana Odefo Ojia Mansan Boahin Koko II to give us the closing remarks, please. Thank you.
Nananom,
Yeah.
Deputy Chief Executive Officer,
Yeah.
GIPC,
Yeah.
MCs ne DC somo wahanyina.
Yeah.
Nipa yato safromo umfrechi ne benche.
Yeah.
Media form waha.
Yeah.
Enche kran ye starte se ya dwendwene ye ho efa kwan ye befa so a imenya investors aba ebro mantan mu na mejidi se yakeka bia babi edi aduru ne babi edi besi na mitie nkomo na mu no no ma mienu na mafa firim dedi kan asabronfo ya abronfo yi boni beka say you lack a share of information if we say intra waterfalls no bit is no nima eyadia ehapa obiti doma no nima eha obiti brekum no nima eha timadaroma se the media kasamili kan no se wa mo hu da hura obi mo hu da huru ma ati se mre bi na mo nyina so mo ko yaduane yadi omu wie na mo na ba ko ma o se wa ho otan pa no oni di wi abahukurum ye mo obi ani nsuna ka ti abuofu yanka se ka ti ana ho otan di na abuofu ye meka kusia ne se yanka sa yanton ye ho a obi anton ye abrofo ye biggest issue pa no yentimi nka de ye wo na yentimi nkyere de ye ye timi kan ne se eno kra ye nka ne de yo akamfo nyina ye ni PSA ye ni di kan ba ye yentimi nka se nyanwa se ne yo waterfalls kra yentimi nka ho asem MCs ne DCs amowa ha money na namu ni competition bia mon twemme yomo mommoa wo mo aja wona mo ya krachi fu ye dimu ko skuze mo meboae ti sama bade ya mommoa nananom na omusu ntimi nkyere enka no ma ewo ho if we say amamre mu no waterfalls ye kan wasemi untimi fiti prekopenko no ma bebre wo ho unim untimi mfiti prekope na o se mi investor na what yes ma na aye de ope eso ko nchira man ho na o chira man ne amamre wo ansa na ye de akọ eto so bio nkosua fo mo wo doma titiro edwen se mre du se ye portrait forum o doma se ye portrait forum na ebeboa ema nipa ewo Ghana ebeboa ama nipa wo wiase ehun se ye kan portrait asema woni ba bi akoso ba besna kodoma na forum ti say no enya obi na be ba be free ba bi abaya mayo ye na ye say ye start na ya free obi amana be ka ho bitie comment e koso nyina na aye ti say mungo peni pamre I said obi ti ya na ye sorum say bra be ye maye anamombe na ye tu no bia betu bia kan ye ho dia na ye dia boa ye ho as a bronfo dia na ye dia boa ho as a business owners cash you no cre nanka me kwese ka obi be ka say onim cash o cash pa na chief executive da be na obeko India because omo ye ho ade and you okwa fameko na ma adwene im say sa program we ebema wo business connections papa you the tie to kwan you kwaka Ghana say me copy investors yi mam wo ha mo so na tadim okwa onfa mo nko enwum eda eseniwura no enwum eda eseniwura no okwa do akọ ho no ama chance na so aka wasem mo kan kosua ye ne ubi pa ye ka kashua ye ne ubi pa na so wati me aka wasem ya anya ne sa na da bia ye ti audience a share dem from dia ye emre no beko akwa ba betu ye akwa be san ye ho na ba bia ti anya ti ye da mase GIPC ni program kesese amodi amaye mo manen so haya o mon time anemra Ghana hayete region bia ni ho a opebi bia obenya dambono munya nkrantana no nkrankra ho ayema krunkran mu ayema ye how ba ifri sunyan koka doma asase ne da ho ya ntame ko wanchi ba bia befa bia onza mo ba yem from papa fa mo ho mumra na ye nwene ho na ha yeyi a Ghana be yeyi enu ameka se bi kire mo mesi say bunu anye yi a Ghana anye yi se bunu anye yi a Ghana enye yi mumra na mmeka ye ho na mo nkyerɛkyerɛ ye mo nkyerɛ ya adwena ye be fa so ukọ India fa ye kɔ ukọ Europe fa ye kɔ ukọ America fa ye kɔ ne so ye nkoton ye ho kakra emena du se ye ton ye ho he mo pe ye ne di kan bae timan fa yan koye mama sema ay so maami awu ba o maami awu ba panyini na waye wanyo so ye kutfo wumu no de ne nam ho e wa wasem investors am bae munya ya dum munum kwan fa so e piska de be ye investment mo me kan ye ho mo se ya ka bebre a kire ye wo ha na yesu yentimi mi adwuma mu business owners Most of mama ho kwan Ghana de ba ko edin pa partnership edin mi je say wonya osika kra de ba partner obi na no kra ya asempo fro wa hwe yesu esika na ba no akodi o onya esika na no koto Land Cruiser Ghana for ye ne cars wo du sika ba say ye fa nya investment no so de kotoka mama ho kwan we can have local partners bro ha yeti ya Mami kana semina no ma otimi ye no mitudi na msika do so kakra bia mami esem hu no I can also partner here Kofi the minim the all you go so he need partners atadwe na first by him say atadwe ya unya atadwe ya atadwe But Kofi Amia who said Atadwe go beyond Atadwe. Kofi church mu na then you will be a chairman and I'm over before him. Na ya mu Kofi Atadwe na Atadwe bi o. Atadwe timi no ma bebre. Na ya timi aka ho. Ya do bi ase. Program here Brony because I one of the successful programs at Mako. Nipa ye tena ase yare da so te ya na che se ehia ye. Na mo bi mra bio. Okwa afa ye ko. Ehia mi ntina maka ato okwa afa ye ko nya ye ha. Na yesu yenko boye adwuma hu dawro. Na ye mpeni pa mo mmeboaye. Medamase.
Monica sir.
Nana Odefo Ojiamansan Bohini Koko II, Paramount Chief Omahini of Sunyani Traditional Area. Thank you so much. Thank you for gracing this event. Thank you to the traditional chiefs as well. As we bring this program to a close, we will entreat you to keep sitting. We're almost done. We'll take the pictures now. The pictures will be for our dignitaries in the front row. And right after the pictures, let's keep sitting for the dignitaries to leave, because we are quite a lot in the room. So let's keep sitting. When the dignitaries leave, our ushers will show you out to where the lunch area is. Thank you so much. Let's keep sitting, please. As our dignitaries are arranging themselves for the photograph, I just want to remind us again that we are now Ghana Investment Promotion Authority. Our law just got accented by our President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So we are now Ghana Investment Promotion Authority. Thank you. Me pacho ye betimi asori agina ho kakra. Nananom yeda se bebre. Thank you for your presence. Pamcho, ya serve mo lunch. Musane stairs na. All right. Would see stairs na no attend all right. Ya ushers ne bechere mo baby a lunch wo. Yada mu nyina se. Yada mu nyina se say frɛ mo maba. Yada ma se bebre.
With a population of over 1.2 million, the Bono region, created in 2018 from the former Brong-Ahafo region, is recognized as one of Ghana's cleanest, safest, and most peaceful regions, covering approximately 11,113 square kilometers. The region's capital, Sunyani, is the traditional seat of Odaifo Ojiamansan Boahin Koko II, paramount chief of the Sunyani traditional area.
Why you have Bluetooth speaker back one, bra?
Strategically located in the middle belt of Ghana, its central location provides excellent access to domestic and international markets, making it an ideal destination for trade and investment, also within the AFCFTA corridors. The regional economy is predominantly agrarian, supported by the large-scale cultivation of cashew, cocoa, maize, rice, cassava, plantain, mangoes, vegetables, and timber, alongside thriving livestock production. Increasingly, Bono is transitioning from primary agricultural production to value-added manufacturing, creating significant opportunities for private sector investment. The Bono region is one of Ghana's leading cashew-producing areas, with annual production exceeding 112,000 metric tons. However, much of the crop is exported in its raw form, presenting substantial opportunities for local value addition. Investment opportunities